Oh, hello. Welcome back, everybody, to what totally is planned, and we will present the War for Wildemount. All right. So as we return, our heroes have come far from the city of Nicodranus. They hired a crew and a ship called the Emerald's Eye to help take them to the island of Buwali. After a few days at sea, you all had experienced a storm that had wrecked the ship, and you all then awoke on an island. You guys had known that you guys had figured out it was the Skeleton Isles. You all learned that Squavalian basilisks have nested here, turning Marcus into stone or petrified. And as you all spent the rest of the day kind of scouting the island and figuring what to do, Lesia was researching. You all had found out about a man named Captain Silverlonius, and that the island was also inhabited by kobolds. As you all fought off a large group of them with the help of Captain Silverlonius, you all had discovered, or some of you had discovered, a shadowy figure with a staff that had kind of like had these strange, kind of like almost appendages on his staff, and like kind of spreading out like four of them almost. He had a cloak on and a hood, and like the cloak was like pointy at the top. And as the kobolds fled, so did the shadowy figure. And as you guys had spent a night there, as you guys had continued to spend a night and wake up the next day, you'd spent the whole day kind of figuring out a plan on handling the basilisk. And as night had passed, as night had come over, you all had spotted one and lured it over to this little site right here where the wrecked Emerald's Eye is. With a combined attack and cunning planning, you all slayed the beast, killing it almost rather quickly, I'd say. And right before you all start dissecting it, everybody starts kind of running down from their sites and their nests. We go to Mayette. Mayette. You have been having dreams. Dreams that make your skin crawl. And it's almost like a repetitiveness. You have like three that cycle around, and they never end, it feels like. One of you being locked away with no lights and eyes, yellow and red, piercing at you, kind of never giving you any space, always watching. And as sometimes you wake up now in one of those recurring dreams, each time not remembering, but now you find yourself in your adopted parents' house. You can hear your You're in your like the study room, your stepfather's study room almost, with its like kind of red wood all the way around it. It's a very like old English kind of style study with this view of his villa with the window with this like very wide window, um, bay window. As you kind of like are staring out, you can hear muffled noises coming from the back. But what do you do?
Papa, can I come out?
But
Hello?
the yelling gets louder and a little bit louder,
Hello?
and then a door opens. His stepfather, human, angry, kind of large four-armed man, starts walking over, and he has a file in his hand, and he looks angry at you and he says, "Come here!"
No, please, I'm being good. I'm being good. I'll be quiet. Look, I can hide them. My hair's almost long enough.
Roll a persuasion check. It's not good enough. We must file it down. Come, sit here. Sit down. Sit.
Out?
Of course it will. Don't cry. It's for your own good. Maybe it won't be a disappointment after this. And he begins to file your horns down. And it is a very painful process as you start to feel this scrape. It kind of feels like iron sandpaper almost in a way.
It hurts.
It's for your own good. It's for your own good. Your name is Rodbang now. I will have no horns here. It's for your own good. And he begins to file and kind of becomes more ferocious and violent. And like when you get the chance to kind of look up, you can see his eyes with that yellow glow. And as you go through the whole excruciating process of each horn being filed down, you're then left there on the chair, and he throws the file on the ground and kind of starts wiping his hand up and says, "Go. Leave."
I want to go back. Done.
Go!
Yeah. I'm going.
Once you start walking down through the door in the hallway, a light just kind of like shows and then darkness overtakes you. And now you're back in the temple, surrounded by other children and other kind of like classmates as well. And you can see the clerics of the Raven Queen are kind of like walking around, studying every one of you. Or, excuse me, it's not the clerics of the Raven Queen.
Everlight?
The clerics of the Everlight. Yes.
The opposite.
As like you're the elves are kind of like walking around studying you all. These are like high elves that have come from far land to come over and teach everybody. And when they look at you and they what do they see at this point in time?
She would have been a little girl. Had lots of feathers in her hair. Her hair would have been like very long, almost to the floor, and black, but unkept. Her claws would have been a little long, but like she'd bite them out of nervousness. Her eyes would have kind of like sunken into like a more darker gold. They wouldn't have been so natural colored at that point. Like you definitely tell like she's not quite as human as the.
One of the elves just kind of looks over at you. This large eyebrow. You know him to be known as Magister Elfwin.
Something I can do for you, Magister?
He looks over. Sorry, Dr. Perkin. He looks over and gives you an eye. Have you been using your focused on your studies?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a really cool thing. Like if you walk around in the weave, you know, like can happen. And look, if you do this, you know, there's a chance of this wild magic. And there's a whole opposite place down there, you know, like where people can go and they get lost. But you know, sometimes you know, like people help them come back, but they get really sad and they don't remember.
He
Yes,
begins to
I'm
look at
studying.
his eyebrows begin to furrow and a frown becomes of him. And he just looks at you with just disgust, not saying anything. That will not be tolerated.
Sir.
You must go. Get rid of all thoughts of that. Now, there will be no talk of this. Leave. There will be no talk about what is this? What is in your Durano? Show me
It's mine. No, it's mine. My mama gave it to me.
No. Show me now.
Nah. Don't hurt it, okay? It's really pretty.
He takes it and begins to look through. Begins to see like little drawings of a raven queen and a bunch of little ravens and such. And ravens with runes on them, and there's also like strange ruins that you have begun to draw, but you don't even know what they've begun to be. And he looks at you with this kind of frantic look, and then just in his hand he just bursts the notebook into flames and looks at you.
Start bawling.
Speak aloud. I said, not speak aloud.
The only thing I had of her.
A new notebook just like is plopped down. The Everlight is what you must learn. For the light will show you the way. And so it will guide us as it will guide you. Do not disappoint me. And he just kind of like grabs the edge of the desk. And like he was like leaned in and grabs the edge of the desk and kind of like hear it creak a little. He shoves it and walks away. Darkness kind of overcomes, and those memories repeat over and over. Every scenario happening either the same way or a little different. And as you start to begin to notice, in the end of one of the dreams, a darkness passes over. You hear a voice, a woman's voice, spoken in an elven tongue that says, "Not yet. Awake. You're in danger." remember. And as darkness had overfade and the eyes were starting to come in, there was a flash of blue light that just awakens you. And then air is now able to come into your breath, into your lungs almost.
I'm gonna look around. What the hell is going on?
You look over and you can see Chantel and the captain with this crazed look of anger and kind of confusion at you, and with like almost like this hesitation, and Chantel kind of like you with this worried look, and then looking over and trying to shout. And then when you she's looking over to towards the shoreline, and as you look towards the shoreline, you begin to see the group on top of this ship just laying down fire and everything that they have onto the serpent that's just wiggling around on the shore.
Okay. Get up and try to see if I can find a way that I can to make my way to the top of the ship where everyone else is at.
All right. As you as you stand up, you look over at this little like rope ladder. You can hear the beast kind of die, or you wouldn't see it. And you would just you would have seen it for a second before a wall went up, and then you heard everybody like shoot and everything, and like you're then you would have heard Chantal just yell, "Everyone!" And it was just overcast by the wall going up and then the firing. You can just see this wall. You can't really see what's happening, but you hear this like serpent kind of yell. Sorry, you wouldn't see it, but you would see this rope ladder over here.
Gonna go over to Chantel. Be like, what the hell is going on?
Did you all awake? Oh my gosh, stay here. There is a serpent, a basilisk that your friends and some of the crew are taking care of.
Fucking water.
And then Captain Novos begins to look at you with like anger. You, finally, you are awake. Now, I may have with my revenge. And Chantel just kind of like looks over. Captain, no, stay away. May I run? And the captain just begins to pull out his like short sword, which is like a little cutlass that he pulls out and looks at you. And Chantel just gets in the way, and then he stabs kind of like towards Chantel and like kind of like cuts her leg a little. And I need you to roll initiative.
Oh no! All right.
Do the rest of us notice this at all, or is this still while the serpent is dying?
Wow, the serpent has like fallen now. I need initiative for everybody now. Again, do initiative.
2 initiatives.
That's too intense.
Poor Mari.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to state it. All right. Character sheet. Clicked on.
Well, that's an okay initiative.
Roll initiative.
What is that in red?
Because I have advantage on initiative rolls, and one of them was a 1.
Okay.
I don't know why.
There was a 1.
There was a 1. Not this time. All right. So yeah, it's 19.
Yeah, for some reason it shows the crit or crit fail number color even if it's not the highest one.
Okay.
Way to scare me. Roll 20. All right.
It'd be funny if you have a red 20.
Right?
Yeah, what happens? Like,
A crit
You
success
break the
Alright.
game. Oh my god.
takes precedence, but I could be wrong.
Let's get into this. Let's do it.
But the captain, he would have been able to make an attack on Chantel in his crazed anger, and he's gonna attack you as well, man. So a swing, it will go towards him before all of this. Sorry. He misses as he just like overshoots, kind of trying to hit your waist, and you kind of duck back. And he's like, "Get out of the way!" Yeah! And as that happens, Silverlonius has no idea what's going on. He just like takes out a bottle and just starts drinking. Says, looks over in the horn. I'd have to say we've done it, chap.
Yes, we do. What's his? Kind of looks over, scowls, doesn't say anything else.
You would be able to. What's your passive perception?
19?
Yeah, you and Lestia would be able to hear it on your guys' turns because it'd be like, wow, it would ping. instantly.
Yes. And Nahon's eyes, like, his eyebrows lower, and he has this angry look on his face now. Yes, I said we did quite well.
Silverlonius just drinks. Lestia,
Okay. So I hear Mayette in trouble.
you hear Mayette talking, and then you hear just like, what did Mayette kind of yell when he was attacking?
She just kind of let out a really loud yelp.
Okay.
Your classic Mayette yelp.
And I heard Captain Navos threaten her, basically, and Chantel give the, don't do that sort of call.
You probably heard no, and then a yelp, and then you looked over.
All right. Ginger, you and the others get the basilisk on shore. I have to deal with something. And then I am. How high up is this? Right here. Are we from the shore?
It's like a 12-foot drop. It's not that like tall.
Okay. I am going to run across this and then drop right here.
All right, make an acrobatics check to like balance yourself. I'd say like on the mast.
22.
Well,
Oh, wow.
You easily just you hear what's happening. Do you draw your sword right before,
It's
or do you like, run up and then draw and jump? And
yeah, I probably holstered my crossbow when I was up there, and now I got my sword out. What's her
your
name?
holstering. Then you take the sword out,
Mhm.
run on the mast. Do. You jump off, kind of doing a little twirl, and then landing right in front of Navos, and he just like looks at you in complete shock. And that was all your movement, I'd have to say. So you're
It was exactly 30 feet.
don't worry, it's not anything else but movement. You still have action and bonus action.
Yes. I do not want to do this. I will stop you.
Make a intimidation check
Oh, great. Okay.
or persuasion. What are you trying to do?
No, this would definitely be intimidation. But it's an 11. I don't think he goes for it.
No. You look at him, and you can see he has these strange
kind of glossed over, like the whites of his eyes are like red. They're not. They're not like red, but they are red.
Okay. Was that my action then? The intimidation.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, that is my turn.
All right. Darminicus.
So, realizing he made the shot, and he's sort of in his mindset like, holy crap, I got it. Ginger, I got it. And I turned to Ginger.
You did it. I guess bows work anyway. Shit.
We gotta reel it in. We gotta reel it in real quick.
I'd like to go look at something. What the hell is going on? And he seems to look over in like this direction, but he's just gonna look over and say, "I'm gonna take care of the thing, though. Yeah, maybe look over there." And he points out where Lesia is.
Can I see what's happening within my position?
Yeah, you'd be able to see him.
All right.
Yeah, you'd be.
Huh? Wait, Mayette's awake. What the hell's going on?
Oh,
No.
jeez.
Oh yeah, I thought. No, no. We gotta do something about this thing. I can't leave this as is.
Grab it. Go. Get in there. Need samples.
Do I still have an action to go down? Like,
You move, and I'd say.
okay. I guess
You
it'll
could
just
use an action to dash.
I thought that whole conversation would have been the action.
No, I'd just consider that I'd say a bonus
All right.
action for you.
Um,
Just too much talking. And take. You didn't like persuade anybody. You didn't like make a check.
right. Okay. Realizing that this is something that I've killed myself, and I wanted to do what I came to do to finish. I'm going to jump down, sort of the immediate. Actually, before I jump, can I look down to see if like the coasting is clear at the bottom of where the water is?
Yeah.
All right. So I look down and see if there's not like a pool of anything, no pool of blood, no pool of like anything
Pool of
weird,
blood.
just water.
There's some water. There's water and blood.
Right. So then I'll take the jump and jump into the water. I know it's kind of shallow, but I'm not diving head first. It's more like a feet first into the bottom.
Right. You plop down, jumping down, kind of running over to the body, kind of sludging your way through the waves a little bit as the stench of the corpse starts to come about.
Can I? I look back up and I try to yell at Ginger. Ginger, what do I do? How do I grab this stuff?
You just like shrugs. You can make a nature check.
All right, yeah. Nature. Make sure everything's there.
I have
You ascertain that if you start hacking carefully through the center, you might be able to get it.
All right. So for this job, I'm going to take out my hand axe just for continuity of it being a smaller bladed object. Then I will go in towards the chesting areas and start carefully peeling off all the stuff to expose the insides.
All right. Make a. Well, that's it. That's all you can do. That's what you're trying to do.
Mhm.
Your next turn, if this still is all going on,
All right.
Chantel is gonna. Hold on. She's gonna try to cast. She's gonna cast Hold Person and see what happens.
Hmm.
Right. Target has disadvantage on Wisdom saving throws at the moment. And failed. You see him just like freeze right in front of you, Lesia, as he looks like he was about to strike you as well. Chantel just looks over.
Davos!
And that's where we can end the turn orders now.
Hmm. There is something I'd like to do pretty immediately.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, Nahon is gonna kind of like immediately just scale down, just kind of like skip down, taking as much fall damage as he needs to. The rock face. He's gonna hit the ground and he's going to sprint directly at Navos. And I'm gonna try to just I'm gonna drop kick this fucker to the ground if I can.
Okay, all right. You'll take hold on. You'll take about like 4 points of damage as you
All right.
roll a bit, catch your feet, then jump. Kind of like you did the jumping, and then like both feet like kind of go in for the kick, you know. So you like in the air, and I need you to make a
It'd be like a grapple kind of thing to knock him prone, I guess.
say it like
Shove.
a shove. So it's like
Yeah.
this is like a flavored shove. So it's an
It'd
athletics.
be my athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics,
Yes.
whichever one wants to do.
Yes.
Maybe autofills,
Athletics
though.
or acrobatics.
Unless he can't
Whichever you
because
want.
he's restrained.
He's paralyzed, actually.
Well, he's paralyzed, so you
Yeah,
get
he can't move.
advantage. So you get
Okay.
advantage.
Does he get disadvantage?
I think it autofills, actually.
Yeah, I think he
I'm pretty
autofills.
sure you autofail. Yeah, you're probably right on that.
Alright, so I immediately just
Hold on, let me look.
Moving up right now. Paralyzed. Automatically fails strength and dex saves.
Yep, you go
I
ahead.
didn't save, but yeah.
Well, incapacitated means you
It's the same thing.
take
I
actions
said
or
this.
Yeah, pretty much.
reactions.
Can't do shit.
I'll count it the same way. So you come over and just boom. So make what is your strength?
My strength is 14, so 2 modifier.
Okay. So you do 7 damage as you just like kick him straight in the chest and he just falls on the ground.
I will then get back up to my feet and crack my knuckles. Tired of this idiot.
I reach into my stuff and I pull out a pair of manacles. And I kind of dangle, look towards Chantel.
No, man.
Manacles? You have manacles, you said.
I do.
She just looks at you. Put them on.
Yeah,
Quick.
all right, I put them on.
You just start latching them on, and then after that, right when you hook it on, the spell fades and he begins to rustle around.
Stay still.
I will
Fool.
kill you.
You filth. Oh, my stomach.
I do not think he's in the right mind.
No.
You.
He's looking at Mayette.
You cursed me.
Stay
You
quiet!
cursed me.
And I will stomp his head into the ground.
Oh.
Not at full strength, but enough to make him shut the hell up.
You go ahead and smack him with your foot straight in the nose, like center of his face.
If you wish to flip your jaws and eat the sand.
Oh. I curse you all.
Not the first time.
And he just kind of passes out.
All right. Someone watch over him. Chantel, we have work to do. Good to see you're awake, Mayette. And then
Yeah, what the hell is that about?
He's mad at you. It's what you had said right before we had left. Apparently you called upon something. Misfortune. I don't know.
It is nothing like that. She only speak what she see. He's come anyway.
Chantel just looks at you both with this little side eye.
Don't hurt him. Don't kill him.
Promise I will not.
Hurt him if you have to. Don't kill him.
okay, so Chantel and I think, are gonna get to work on trying to harvest this thing. Has it
Amari,
been dragged onto shore?
Amari, do you put down your thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the magical barrier, and then I'm gonna kind of walk underneath this. I forgot what this thing's called. Fucking the figurehead thing. I don't know what it's called. Whatever.
Is it the
Sure.
Foremast?
And then I'm just gonna come over here and kind of just inspect what's going on, everything.
You look over and you can see Mayette and Nahone, and you look over, you can see Ginger dragging up the basilisk with Darmanicus about to hack into it, and Lesia and Chantel making their way over as well. But if you're trying to look out beyond, make a perception check.
Sure. Might as well.
You look around, you can hear the echoes of the forest and the jungle. You don't see anything, but you get a feeling that you're being watched, though.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I'm just gonna kind of keep to myself for a second while everything's going on. But I'm gonna stand here by my Nahon and Navos while Leslie and everybody else is doing their thing. But I'm basically just gonna set up next to these barrels here and just keep a lookout.
All right. Lesia, you and Chantel make your way over to Ginger and Darmanicus. They bring the basilisk up, kind of moving it over. Ginger looks over and says,
Am I gonna be all right? Do I have to?
Ginger, you failed to remind me how salty the sea was.
You don't. That's not my. Just get the tail. Come on. Come on.
All right.
Grab it.
All right. Ah.
I'll help as well. Get it out.
all right, Lesia, you run over and kind of grab part of its head and start yanking it over. I need athletics checks from both of you. It would be combined effort.
Pew.
Ooh.
God damn it. Oh man, Ginger didn't roll that well either.
So
Alright.
it's pretty hard, kind of moving it up. Dominicus, you struggle as like you get your foot stuck in the sand and like sinks your boot up. You like lose your footing and then you collapse, fall straight first, and then you kind of swallow up some water as a wave comes over and hits you in the face right afterward. Ginger just kind of grabs you by the collar and picks you up.
Ugh. Fuck.
So yeah, you're just moving. You moved the head over to the part of the shore with a little easier time with Chantel's help. But you can see that Ginger and Dominicus are having a harder time.
We need a bit more. We need
You
acid
will-
in the stomach.
You all eventually get it on, and that's when Dominicus, you look over and you pull out your axe.
Yeah. I got it. And then I guess I'll hand the offer of my hand axe. I don't know if you have a blade or not, but it was just something I had already in my hand. If you wanted to take it or not.
Just pulls out a fillet knife.
All right.
Is it over to you?
And to me or to Lessia?
To whoever is gonna chop
Oh.
it. Are you gonna do it? It's gonna be a survival check, especially on which area.
A wisdom survival or like a dex survival?
That's I don't think it's gonna be any kind of like form like that. It's just whoever. It's just a survival
Okay.
check.
I have a +6.
I do too. I have a +6.
It doesn't really matter.
You guys can help each other.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. I can make the roll, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. It doesn't
So
really, like I
she-
said, it doesn't matter.
Chantel just hands the dagger over to you,
Yeah, and
Lessia.
I retract my rusty hand axe, which I know I've been used
It
for.
might be a little too aggressive and might damage whatever we have.
fair enough.
Yeah, you
23.
Hell yeah.
walk over and you're going for the gland, correct?
Yes.
You do it successfully without hurting yourself. Completely.
Excellent.
You're fine. You cut it, and like you managed to cut enough space through where it is exposed now, and then you dissected it off, and now you have the gland in itself. Now, Chantel's just is when you were doing that, Chantel just begins making a alchemist kit, like an alchemist like lab ready, and she will help you with your roll. And
Okay.
once you yell out that it's ready, she has like vials and everything ready, and she looks over at you. It's like it kind of took like about 20 minutes to cut through it. And as the smell got worse and worse, and then like a lot of the ooze just like comes out at you guys, and it almost like is about to touch you guys. You kind of like run out of the like kind of miss it, and get out of its way, let it just like slowly make its way through the water as it dilutes.
All right. So making the alchemy check with advantage.
Yes.
All right. Here goes. Oh no, I'm super
Right.
nervous.
Let's see what happens.
10. Oh shit.
So you begin. Okay.
I avoided the nat 1 though, so
Yeah.
it could be worse.
You begin to make this concoction and mix it all up. But the gland you think was left out a little too long. Before you noticed, there was just a reaction that started to happen, and right before it blows, Chantel and Leslie are next to it. And it's going to be like a little like a wave from that point on. They're the closest.
but both of them have to make dexterity saving throws.
All right. Wonderful. That's just normal.
You both successfully just escape. And like the space like around you all just kind of like glowed this like weird like haze. It was like translucent and had this rainbow color to it, and then it dissipated.
Kind of. Fuck.
What the heck is there?
I think the gland took too long to get. Shit. We'll need to get the blood then.
Okay.
All right. So then we start extracting vials of blood, I guess. Because there's only one poison gland, so.
That's harder to get than the poison gland. Poison gland is easy. Blood is a little harder to collect, like blood that is viable. So that will be a survival check as well.
Advantage again from help.
Yeah, I'm still here. I was watching this entire scenario go down.
Ginger gets like shocked and kind of like starts stepping away. I'm gonna get some space from all this. In case another accident happens. All right. Come up and you start excavating some vials of blood. Thankfully, you think you collected enough of it that is viable before it like was diluted with water and more blood. So once you collect it, you bring it over to your lab. Go ahead and make an alchemist check. An alchemist.
Another alchemist check? Alright. Oh god, I'm nervous. Okay, here it goes. 22, thank you. Oh, thank you.
No, thank you.
With the amount of blood that you had contained and what you had collected, you had made enough for one potion that worked successfully, no doubt, and then one that might work. You're not sure. And the character would have to make a save.
Alright. This was all I was able to make.
You did it. I mean, you did it, really. I didn't do this much. I just set up the thing.
One of these will definitely cure it. The other, it is up to chance. The person themselves will have to help fight it off.
Who would you give it to?
I feel like we should.
Well, we made it, so our group made it. Fuck you.
Wait, who's that talking?
I don't know.
Spooky voices.
And
There will be a discussion.
as I hear that in the back of my head too, I also look with what do you call it? Despair upon Lesia a bit. Not too despair, but just like semi concerning. I'm not saying a word, but I just looked at Lesia and just like, you're right. Kind of face.
Maybe I should hold on to the questions for now.
Let us discuss it with the others.
She looks at you point. With a little bit of a sour face. And
I'm gonna stay here. You know,
Well, I will say throughout all this, Nahon has been like kind of looking on with Navos, but also checking on Mayette. Making sure she's okay.
Sorry, that was pretty fun. Oh,
Has
What's
he
that?
always been this crazy?
Not like that. No, he's troubled. He knows of this place and is not happy place. So
Where are we?
right, some place called Skull Island. Apparently,
Skeleton Island, I think it was.
Oh, like already.
We managed to make 2 potions, but there is a
Cool.
problem. Only one of them will for sure work. The other, the person themselves will have to help fight it off.
Nah, shit.
We need to decide who gets which potion.
Who's the other person that's fucked?
Trixie
and Marcus.
There's also our bait, but apparently they're not getting potions.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
We don't have enough, do we?
No.
We only have 2.
Yeah.
Unless we want to kill another basilisk.
Because the other one exploded.
Well, Amaya's gonna like turn around and look at you. It might sound selfish, but don't you think we should give the for sure one to Marcus?
I would have failed to make the potion successfully without Chantel's assistance.
I know my votes, but
I also have my vote, but I suppose it's your decision considering you made them.
I honestly feel like Marcus might have the best bet on helping to fight it off.
But what if he doesn't?
Quite tough. I do still have the location of the other basilisk if we need it.
I'm going to have to kill another one.
it'd still be easy, but it's more difficult this time if it's since it's this if it's brethren.
I just do not think that Trixie will be able to fight it off on her own. Not
Marcus is heavier. Chance we can carry Trixie.
It's also true. What if Marcus doesn't fight it off? Then we'll have to kill another one.
Then we will have to kill another one.
It's just
probably have to do that either way. But
seems like either more. I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, we can do that. Easy.
Do you have anything that would assist in this?
Yeah, I have lots of things. I mean, if Captain Crazy over here would quit oogling me.
That is not a captain. He's a coward. All he's done is sit on his ass this whole time.
Oh, well, shit, I can do more than that. Okay, cool.
Agree.
You're out of the picture. Go put your head in sand. Yeah, no, we can help Trixie and Mark. Problem.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like, do a little bit of prayer. I have this really cool eyeball that's like, if we screw something up, I don't know how it works, but it lets me fix
Okay.
Okay, well, I don't know.
I mean, I have a bunch of bones. Like, if you want to like pray over it, I could do that too.
Do you have anything that would assist Marcus or Trixie in
Turn to stone, by the way. Not good.
Oh, that's wow. Turning someone back from stone is not an easy trick.
That's when you look over Mayette and you can see Trixie in this terrified shock with the arms stretching out, petrified, and Marcus. Both of them suspended in water. Kind of as they look like they're suspended in water.
Well, I don't know how to
I made the potion to fix it, but only one of them will for sure work. The other was not as potent, and they will have to fight it off.
Well, I mean,
I
I can always help the person fight it off with a bit of guidance from Mama.
That would be quite helpful.
That.
I still know my vote, but leave
I
it
mean,
to
worst
the-
case,
yeah.
we turn one of them into a nice figurehead for the ship.
I would rather not do that. I do know where another basilisk
Fuck's
is.
sake.
That was joke, probably.
Right.
Decided who we are going to give it to?
I think Marcus has the best chance of fighting it off.
You sure?
I look toward the others. Is anyone?
Marcus is still heavier. I think we can carry Trixie, get to a better place, kill other one.
I think
her.
that Marcus will have a better chance of fighting off a basilisk with us than Trixie will, but like I said, it's your decision.
Trixie risked her life to get supplies for us. And the net to help.
Was have.
Marcus
Ian,
also
can you
risked his
clarify?
life multiple times. He was down in the village as well when the basilisk first attacked.
Did you clarify what kind of saving throw it would be? Or are we not supposed to? I'm guessing it's con, but
Be a Constitution save, if I'm correct.
so, Marcus has like a +7 to that.
Did you know?
Because I remember when you failed it the first time.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Great memory, I tell you.
But this time we have
I couldn't fucking remember it. I had to look it up.
If you want.
That one just a second.
if this does not work,
Yeah,
I will carry
Constitution.
Marcus myself.
It is a con save. Yes.
I do not think you can. No offense.
I will make it work.
Alright.
Do what you wish.
My input, just really quick, is if we do Trixie, these fine folks of the Emerald Eye, they pulled everything for us. And even when I don't know what happened to Navos there, Ginger, Chantel, they sticked with us. I think that's some courtesy. They could have followed their captain, but they didn't.
Look, Dominicus, I'm not discounting Ginger and Chantel's usefulness, but Navos, I have no. He's a piece of shit, to be honest. All he's done is sit around. He's done nothing. I mean, I get it. I'm willing to give it to Trixie. I'm willing to give it to Trixie because Chantel and Ginger and the others have actually tried, but their captains do nothing.
This isn't about the captain. This is about them.
Well,
If we betrayed their trust, if we betray your trust, which I do not want to, because we still need to get out of this island.
regardless,
We
I
need
agree.
help from them.
Do as you wish. I just think that if we ever have, since we're going to have to track down another basilisk, potentially, either way, Marcus would be the better bet in the fight.
If this thing was its mate, you be sure they'll try and find us.
Probably, which is why it's important we move.
That's not what I mean, but okay. I'm not worried about the other one to find us. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will find it either way, but I'm saying that if we have to fight it, and we likely might, if neither of one of them does not fight it off, probably, Marcus, like I said, would be better in a fight rather than.
These are not something you fight up close, so Marcus would actually not be very helpful in that case.
Then give it to Trixie. Do as you wish.
All right, I am going to call Mayet over this way to
Oh,
make sure this works.
all right.
Good luck, if you believe in that.
Follow.
Okay. I'm going to give the sure thing potion to Trixie.
All right.
I assume it's some sort of topical, since they can't exactly swallow
Yeah, you
anything
start
while they're stoned.
pouring it, like almost. You were like not sure if you should pour it like on their mouths or just like everywhere, so you start just pouring on top and kind of like around their shoulders and such. You start pouring, and Mayette, you start giving a prayer. And as it starts happening, Chantel and Ginger make their way over, and like Ginger kind of like as they were walking over, Chantel just gives a little like sour glance over at Amari, and
Okay.
just kind of like grabs her and like brings her away, you know. And as they like watch over what is happening, Trixie just becomes she starts like bleeding out and
Hey, my life. What's happened? What is going on?
Chantel runs over and so does Ginger. You give her a hug.
Alright. Over this way.
You all can just hear Silverlonius just say, "Oh, that's just beautiful. Make me cry." And like puts a little towel to his eye and just drinks more rum. Where's the rum? He looks over at Nahon. Have you seen any rum lately?
No, I have not.
Blasted.
I've been busy. I think you have best chance of finding them, yes?
What? I'm the best at this point. I've done everything.
Fair enough.
Or have I? And as that's happening, Mayette, Alessia, you walk over, start pouring potion on the Marcus. Marcus.
Yeah.
Make a con save with advantage. You just made it.
Say it's higher than mine would have.
As this excruciating pain starts to overwhelm you, and your body begins to kind of like nimbly just like inhale and exhale, and like everything begins to hurt and like almost awaken at the same time.
Okay, so what I hear is like slow breathing of like very small lungs. So I hearing this hissing. And he tries to open his mouth like if he wants to scream in pain, but no words coming out. He has these clunky movements, like very stiff.
I try to steady him. Because I imagine he was in an awkward position when he first came out.
Thunk.
And yeah, then his limbs start slowly to sink as the stones start to crack off them. And he tried to open his mouth again to scream, but nothing comes out.
I got you. Easy now.
And he loses the grip of the sword. And his hands are almost making these crackling sounds. His fingers, as they get loose of sword, just drops to the sand.
Once you start moving and cracking, you don't even hear any voices.
Exactly.
You just feel everything. Your last visions that you were having
that you were having a sleep. You kept replaying memories of old times.
Red, you're kind of muffled.
Oh, sorry. You kept replaying memories of old times with Italian's sister. You guys were young and kids studying and pretending and dreaming. You began dreaming and replaying these events over and over and over again until you finally awoke. You awake to Lesia speaking, Lesia and Mayette talking, and Mayette just saying some hymns. And then when you plop to the ground, you can start hearing more footsteps. And the sun is really bright right here. Right, no. Excuse me.
Wait,
It's
can I
nighttime. It's
play
not
this?
bright. Yes, go ahead.
So he starts to move, starts to want to get up, turns on his belly, starts to push himself up, and his arms are shaking, still moving up, and gets on up, and he's looking around, looking up, down, looking at his hands, and touching. The fingers are touching each other. It's like they're shivering, like he's almost freezing. But he's not. He's actually started to sweat, and he's touching, like, oh my god, I'm touching my fingers. Looks around and tries to listen. He stands up slowly.
Welcome back, Marcus.
Doesn't respond. He around.
Sorry, did you say something?
No, he's just standing there and
Oh, okay. I thought I heard you say something.
he tried to move and he started to fumble.
I'm ready to catch him if he does.
And when you did that, he reacted to it. He's like he gets a shock. And he turns around and his eyes are wide open, like almost frightened.
Lesia. Lesia.
Then he started to focus on your voice.
I pull out my like water pouch and I hand it over to him.
He grabs onto it, and then he starts to. It's like he's starting to see you, but it looks like his vision is blurred. He really doesn't see anything. The images are coming slowly.
Could use some water to drink.
He started to drink fast. Actually, he's thirsty.
You're on the beach. We managed to cure you. We killed the one that did it.
How long was I gone?
Less than a day.
Only a day?
Mm-hmm.
Then he just dumps down and sits on his ass.
It is the night of the same day.
Feels way longer. He's shivering.
Um,
Well,
I'm gonna pin my cloak. Kind of wrap it around him. Over there. We had a bit of an issue with the captain. And you are not the only one that ended up petrified as well.
Was.
Trixie. It was just you two.
She's still.
We got her cured as well.
Is she alright?
I think so.
Sure.
She is in the care of Chantel right now.
You sure I was just gone for one day?
Mm-hmm. That must have been awful.
It's dark. It's dark. It's like stop. Stop to exist. Still you would. And that you have comforted me.
I'm glad you had that at least.
How did you keep me?
We had to kill it and create a potion from its blood.
Killed the
The
bastard.
first attempt exploded.
Wouldn't have been easy.
We created a trap and managed to kill it quickly. It was difficult and time consuming, but we got it.
Thank you.
I'm glad it worked.
Have problems. Just sit here.
Take your time. I do not think we will be moving quite yet.
He just lowers his head and sand.
Would you like to go over to the others first? Alright, I'll let them know you're over here. I'll nod and start making my way over to the rest of the group. It worked.
Thank goodness.
He is a little out of sorts, but I think he will be fine soon.
Right.
So he's okay.
Oh, not yet. But we didn't really. I didn't say it's good to see you too.
Oh. Yeah, we should probably find a way out of here.
There
Whatever
is.
here is.
We have an idea of where a boat we might be able to take is, but we will need to get something for it.
Yeah, we have Smelly over here. I don't know.
Yeah, the drunk.
That too.
Did you find any anyone else here, or is it just us?
We found him, and I point over to Silverlonius, as well as a very large number of kobolds, but that is it. Most of the others we have located are statues.
Hey, Mr. Silver Lollipop, coming.
Silverlonius.
Where? How did you get here?
Captain Silverlonius. I came here probably about a few months ago. Could be longer. I do not quite know.
But you understand, please.
Did you come
I
here
do.
with anyone else?
With the crew, I did, and then these bastards, those things, yeah, bastards, killed them all, and the bloody kobolds as well. They used a few of my friends' skulls. It was just me.
Where
I'm glad to have
where
found
were
you
you?
all.
Where were you camped? Are you just wandering the whole time?
No, I was camped in the center of the island. It was a glorious little place. The waterfall and all. Place I could fish and everything, drink. I'm starting to run out of rum. Glad you all came by. It's wonderful. And then you all met up with my old crew. Yeah. Lovely chaps, lovely chaps. But listen, do you mind if I have a word with you all? In private. Just separate from, prying ears. Kind of looks to all three of you.
Make it quick. I am exhausted.
I'm all ears. Oh boy.
Really hoping this guy doesn't go crazy and attack us, because that would be the cap on this shit day.
Cherry on top. Boop. No. As you guys make your way, he turns around.
Now, I've stayed with these people before. The scam artists, con artists, I'd say. They might leave you all. They might just take the issue for themselves. It doesn't take that many crew members. They know it. Be careful. I'd say. They left me. But I'm trying to play nice because I need people.
I would rather not assume anyone is planning to betray us.
I have no intentions of betraying anyone. I just wish to get off the island. That is all. And get back to my business and drinking dark tale. I am finished adventuring at this moment.
They cannot leave without the helm of the ship, correct?
No. I need the helm in order to control the ship. It is part of its magic.
And do you need to be on the boat to control it?
No, I don't need to be on the boat.
If we hold on to the helm, then nobody can leave without us, and we cannot control a ship, so we need all of you.
The ship is alive in its own being. The Eastwood is not a thing. It's a being. Don't disrespect the Eastwood.
Very well. We still do not know how to pilot her. As much know.
She's like any other ship. She almost can pilot herself at times. But I'm willing to help. That is what I am saying. If you help me grab the helm, I will help you by getting out of here. This one is the only ship that can get us out of these storms. It's a great, beautiful, beautiful ship. But, like I said, I'm afraid of this.
I'd like to get all of us out of here.
I do as well. I just wish to warn, because I am also on edge.
Your concern is noted. Now I need to noted. And now I need to go lay down because it has been a very awful day.
Bless you.
I shall go find more rum. Good night.
Bless you. Before you do anything, you're still tracking the second one, right?
Yes. I still
it-
know where did.
Has it changed direction?
DM has it.
You look over. It has.
Is it moving which way? Because I can't tell distance. I can only tell direction from me.
It is moving. It was in the north. Now it's more west. It's moving closer towards the south, and then it'll
Seems to be
be
moving
east where
around
you
to
are.
the south of the island from the west side.
Oh boy.
We should move our bait.
Yeah, at least that.
I guess there is more to do.
You can find a spot and we'll just try to take care of everything else.
Are you sure? I can go another few hours if I have to.
So as a recap from last week, we established that there is no space for Amari's tower, right?
Yeah, there's not. It wasn't. This
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the sand and everything did not
Yeah.
quite work very well.
Yes, we're gonna take that into account now. So that time in the tower shouldn't have probably happened.
There wasn't.
I
We
don't
never
think
did.
we didn't take any time in the tower. I don't think. Have you got
we
No.
we did it out here on the beach. Or somewhere nearby.
So just checking, the tower is a physical, actual tower.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's an invisible one. Yeah, I was just referring to an old situation.
Gotcha.
That was a one-time thing, apparently.
One time only.
All right.
The raving.
All right. So, did Darmanicus answer about if he needs me, or
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll just need to find some place that isn't in the jungle with the kobolds, or it's not by the beach where that thing is definitely trying to circle around.
can I guess about how long it'll take based on how fast it's moving in my?
Make a intelligence roll.
All right, fair enough. It's a
You would
6.
ascertain it could be about like 4 hours.
That's not with advantage, so it'd be a 6. If that changes that.
Oh, yep. No, you have no idea.
Yeah, I can't really guess how quickly it could get all the way around to us. So we definitely should not time.
Even if we move the bait, it's going to find the body, and it's going to go to the body.
If we are not near the body, I could care less.
We just need to move more inland, not in the jungle, but not on the beach where this thing is.
All right,
As you guys are talking, Trixie makes her way over, and gives you a hug, Lesia, and then gives you a hug, Mayette. Thank you for helping me.
It's probably from behind.
all right. How are you feeling?
Much better now. I'm not as stiff as I think Marcus over here. Does not look too good.
Yes. Hopefully that will ease off soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry you were put in that situation in the first place.
Yeah, it's the dangers of the sea, and I am willing to accept this. I will. I'll help you all with anything now. I am into it, and I am in your debt. She gives a nod and starts walking away.
Alright, let's see what we can do with the time we have left in the night. Hey, Ginger. Would you mind helping us get the bait onto land? We are going to be moving soon, I think. We do not want the basilisk to find us.
He gives a
Yeah.
nod, starts running up.
The last thing I want to do is deal with another one today.
By the way, while I was sitting there, was the group having any kind of like whispers or anything that I could overhear? Or are they just generally taking care of Trixie?
They were just like whispering about catching up with Trixie and how like telling her that like she shouldn't have gone out there, she shouldn't have been so stupid, and Trixie's just like, this is just like what I'm doing. I don't get so mad at me, you know.
Yeah. Got it.
And Ginger and you, Lesia, after spending another like 30 minutes, the both of you get the statues up on shore. When that happens, the evening starts to calm down. Everybody starts, Trixie and Chantal start making a fire. And Amari, you start approaching Marcus as like the night sky is fully here, and the firelight is the only thing that is casting any kind of light around the space.
What are you doing right now, Marcus?
He's just sitting and like in thoughts. His body's shaking a little.
Is he still cocooned in Leslie's cape? Or
Yeah.
cloak?
Amari's not going to say anything, but he's instead just going to walk up very quietly, his feet just like shuffling across the top of the sand. He's going to sit down next to you and kind of bend his knees up, place his elbows on top of him, and just stare out towards like the boat, like kind of right here where the water's lapping against the sand. He's going to sit there for a long minute. Are you going to say anything, or are you just going to sit there?
Never thought I was going to say this. Good to see you. He's a little smirk.
Amari, his eyes, he doesn't even really react to it, but his eyes just kind of glance down towards the sand below. He looks at it, how the crystallized sand's like glittering with the moonlight. I'm glad to see you, Marcus. I was afraid you would not be able to fight off the petrification.
Yeah. I don't know how you guys pulled it. Really glad you did. Horrible.
Amari, he kind of starts fidgeting, like clenching his fists and whatnot. He's like rubbing his knuckles across his palms and stuff like that, like he's uncomfortable, sort of. He glances over at you. I think you're lucky, to be honest.
Wait,
Sometimes, I wish I could have been petrified.
you do not.
This island, Marcus. This island. It's doing something. It's like the air is different here. It's affecting me, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know. I'm on edge. Everybody is pissing me off. I don't understand. I don't normally feel this way, but I don't. It's odd. It's like I just hate everybody. Maybe it's just because I've been trapped on an island for nearly 24 hours. It's affecting me, but I don't know.
Might be. I'll tell you something. She told me I was just on less than a day. But I was in there for my own work. Trust me, you do not want to be.
Did you see anything, Marcus?
At the end. For many months. Sounds great. Felt like my soul was that was not dead. Just darkness. I had no body was gone. I was so lonely. I was afraid. But at the end, I started to see. It didn't feel like dreams. It felt like pre-experience.
I get it.
Kids, he Roseanne and Italian bro. We're just talking. I wanted to see the world, saw it different. Saw it like possibility. Dreamt big. Too big, but loved it. Saw everything. It was comforting. I love them both, Amar. Love them so much. Never forget. First kiss. Italian kissed me. It was the thought that holds me most. Times get dark. Send him off. Do that. Knew I loved him. Send him off. Never forgive him. Believe him. But at the same time, I do. I do understand.
I understand. I understand what you mean. There are those that I have a difficult time forgiving as well. My father, in particular. But I don't know where he is right now, but
Sure,
I
he's still
hope wherever he was. No, he's dead. But I just hope that wherever his soul was sent in the afterlife, I hope he's in the most vile pits of anguish and despair.
I can tell you something. The body's dead, the soul. That's what I have experienced. The body wasn't dead, and I'm pretty sure that your father is a better place.
I hope not. I hope not. He was not a good man.
Soul is normally actually
Possibly. I guess if you put it like that, but still. I'm glad you're okay, Marcus. I'm glad you came back to us.
like to
I
be
was
back.
afraid. I was afraid, like I said, that you were not going to be able to fight it off, but perhaps I should have just had more faith. Faith is a hard thing to have in a situation like this.
Dangerous one to give you
Yeah.
hope. But honestly, I
Just,
didn't think I would make it. I felt like I would rip back and forth. Something was opening to get me out, and then it closed again. Opened and closed. Every time, ripped apart.
it sounds agonizing.
Let's see hello to the others. They all alright.
Everyone's okay. Everyone's still here. There were some people of the existing crew that has passed away, but everyone that is an RB8 group is still around. The Nahon is over there, and he's kind of like gesture where Nahon is sitting on that barrel over there, and where Dominicus is, and he kind of motions over towards my head.
Let's mention something about
Which one?
Oh, what do you mean which
There are two of them now. There is this guy, Silverloni, is a drunkard. All he cares about is rum, but he has promises of getting us off the island.
He
And
is he a
none
pirate?
of us. It was, yes.
Still is. Look at him.
Yes, he still is.
I don't like him
And none of us.
so
I'm
much.
pretty sure that Lesia was speaking of Novos, however.
Avos. What did he do?
Yes. Good question. It's more like what he didn't do. All he's been doing is sitting on his ass this whole time. He's not done a thing. All he does is tell people what to do and sit on his little throne over there. And while everybody else does everything,
Hmm.
all the hard work, all the hard lifting.
The typical. On the high
It
places,
seems that way.
expect everyone else to do their work.
If I was captain, I would not lead like that. I would try to drive my train with my own power. Help them when necessary, you know? I think that is what makes a good captain and separates a loyal crew from one that is keen to mutiny.
Yes, if you're weak, not lead.
I agree. I don't know if he's weak, necessarily, but he's definitely weak-willed.
That is weak.
I have not seen him move more than 10 feet from that spot that he's sitting in currently, since we've got here.
So let him sit. Better off with that.
I agree, to be honest with you. And the others, well, Lesia made these potions to fix you and Trixie, but one of them was for sure, and the other one was not so sure. They gave Trixie the for sure one because they thought you could handle the not so sure one, which you did, but still, I was worried.
I'm glad that did. Would have fought it off. Thank you, Phil.
I suppose.
Means a lot to be friends.
Friends indeed.
And he taps you on the eye.
Marquis, I don't know. I don't know. I feel lost. I feel tired. I don't know what's in the future, and I don't know what to expect. Like I said, this island, it's driving me insane. He reaches up and like presses his middle fingers against his temples. I don't know.
Marcus is like looking around to see what it is that making him insane. No, Mari. Could be like some kind of dark magic here.
I don't know. Maybe it's that thing that follows me.
As soon as you say that, you hear Silver Lonius just pop up from the top. I found more rum. There's less, but I found more. Anybody need any? Anyone?
Great.
I'll sit here. I'll sit to myself. All right.
All right,
He
here.
starts slinking down into the ship.
Okay, Mari, here's what we do. I go down there.
Amari's gonna he's covering his ears now. He's just almost physically shaking.
Okay. I'm gonna go down there, choke him, leave him down there. It's over.
To be honest, if we did not need him, I would be fully supportive of that plan.
Why the hell would
He's
we
the
do
only
that?
one that knows. He's the only one that knows of a way off the island.
Well, we can force him to tell us.
He's kind of already told us, honestly.
Oh.
But he's the only one that knows how to control his ship. He said he had to rebuild it. As you can see, our ship is destroyed. We cannot. It is not a seafaring ship anymore. It's just wood. But his ship, he he said he had to rebuild it. It lost its helm, however, and he needs to recover it because the ship cannot operate without the helm. It has a mind of its own. Shit like that.
His ship has a mind of his own.
He says it's magical, or
Why do
So
I keep
what,
hearing
don't
people
no.
talk crazy? I don't understand.
I've heard of ships such as these, but I've never seen one personally. And God, if there was a ship and I was hunted by that fucking fool, I'd fear myself into a rock.
I hear you. Yet.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm better, thank you.
Good.
I
I was out of it for most of that. Sorry.
No, it's alright. You're alright. Everybody alright also.
I don't like this place. There's some things I need to get done soon, but I need to get off of here first.
Is there like a dark magic here? I don't understand these things. You might.
It's called the Skeletal Isles. It's not even marked on the maps. It seems odd, and apparently there is a place where the dead rise again. Skeletons. I just don't understand. Why? Why would we cursed to land on this island?
You know what?
Why did that storm have to hit just then? It's like something put us here.
Exactly. And find out what. What do you think? Do you think this is? Yet?
Sorry, I'll be right back quick.
She begins to kind of like have this kind of like trail off, like almost like she's like deep in thought into something else.
And she has this
And as,
awkward
like-
long pause, and Marcus looks at Amari like,
As you guys look at each other, this is where we're gonna go on a quick 15-minute break, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm back.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. We will continue with everybody who has just kind of like gathered together. Marcus and Amari, you guys were looking at each other as Mayette was staring off into the space, kind of lost. She seems to be focused on something else.
"What?"
But what do you guys all do as you guys continue to kind of stand and watch over the whole camp, kind of get ready for sundown as the waves keep lapping over?
Right.
Go ahead.
I think we should leave her to her thoughts.
Warren nods his head and he kind of, because we're sitting pretty close, he's going to take his knee and kind of just gently nudge it against yours before starting to push himself up off the sand. He wipes his ass off to get all the sand away. Good night, Marcus. I hope you sleep well. If you need me, I'll try to be nearby, okay?
Alright, thank you. Take it
Of
easy.
course. I don't know if that's possible.
We'll be out of here soon.
He reaches his hand down and kind of ruffles it over the top of your hair. And he's going to turn and make his way this way, kind of where this rock is. And Amari's going to turn himself and sit down against the stones there. Nestles back up against the rock and
Okay.
tilt his head back, try to coalesce his thoughts. He's not trying to sleep necessarily, but he's just thinking.
Marcus gets up. Down. The others. His eyes are fixed on Dominicus. Walking. Good to see you again.
Ah, Marcus, you scared me. Ah, it's great seeing you.
To Dominicus.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna work. See that? And then he sort of points at him. It's like this is your will of living. Ah, jeez. He did give me quite the scare.
Apologize.
Oh,
Oh, better out here than in there. I assure you that.
well, I came by and I was hearing whispers of what happened of Navos.
Yeah, isn't what you work. Typical.
What? No,
What's wrong?
I don't know why. We're all here. We're trying to work together, trying to survive. But it's always that one instance can break the entire team.
He's
But
just lazy.
uh,
Yeah, he's more than that.
I don't think you could be lazy enough to drag out your weapon and strike someone. I think there's more to it.
Like-
Fear or something.
He draw his weapon. Foolish.
Yeah, I heard whispers of pulling it out on Mayette.
On Bayet.
Yeah,
Where's the
When she
son of-
woke up.
when she woke up.
I
Where's-
promise Chantel I cannot hurt him though, so
Well, I
You
didn't
are
promise
about to
anything,
touch
did I? Where's this son of a bitch?
Hold on, Marcus, and I put my hand out.
Where is he?
We can't break the trust here. We already got Trixie back. If we kill Navos, it could break this entire dynamic here.
Well, we
No,
don't owe
kind
them
of like-
anything then, do we? Help them, they helped us. Even.
Now kind of like looks over his shoulder, like finally looking at Marcus. Trust me, I wish to do the same too, but no point to it yet. If you wake up, then we can beat the shit out of him.
Right.
I'd rather do it now.
Marcus, right now,
Me too,
everyone
but-
is still with us. The only one who's not with us is Navos. If you kill Navos, we don't know how everyone's going to react. And we still need everyone that we can. Not everyone. Those that we can.
How about we just hope he's not staying when he wake up, okay? So we can
Right.
beat the shit out of
Now-
him again.
Now, what I heard from Nahun here, he said he drop kicked him. Now that, when I heard it, it's pretty goddamn funny. Gonna be honest.
It's great.
Marcus looks at Nahun, raises an eyebrow. Really?
He just grins. Yes.
And then Marcus smiles. Well done.
Thank you.
Marcus, have you ever drop kicked someone? Nahun was
No.
telling me that when he drop kicked him, he sort of like that head sort of like whiplashed back a bit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
He's a
I don't
technique.
know why. It reminds me of when I was a kid.
Looks like he got what he deserved. Well done.
Well,
Oh yeah.
technically, yeah.
I wish to do more, but he was unconscious. Oh wait, no, I stomped his head in too.
Oh yeah, that as well.
Well, I'm glad you did that.
The right.
Hmm.
You can always in silence up and put him to sleep again.
Yeah, true.
How was everyone?
Look,
It felt like I've been away a month.
Right.
can only imagine. I only heard
Yeah.
stories.
You were awake.
Oh, oh. It's like I wasn't alive anymore. I was still. It's like you cease to exist, but you're still there somehow.
Hmm.
Just surrounded by darkness.
Alone. Hmm?
Yes.
Hmm.
Scariest part of my life. Never felt so.
Including the parts where I, you know,
I can somewhat imagine.
Oh,
I'm glad you're back.
thank you.
Hmm.
Second, that as well.
Almost I felt I didn't. Like I was pulled back and forth.
Well, we were dragging you around.
It was like porn or something.
Strange feeling.
It's your very soul that you. Apparently, I do have.
You think you do not?
No,
Even I do, and I am barely human, I suppose.
if I till this moment, I did not believe I had one.
Hmm.
Also, a second thing, I was laughing so hard with Nahun's story of dropkicks that I forgot to mention that I asked Leslie about the second creature. Oh yeah, Marcus, there's two of them.
Really.
Yes, and the other one is moving. And it's possible it could be coming this way.
Can it walk on land?
As far as
Uh,
we've seen, no,
do not
because
think so.
the way the biological features of the basilisk is more oceanic than land.
Snake. Is the rest of it is over there? I do not see any legs.
He glances
Does it
over.
have legs, Fred?
No, but it can go on land too. You guys have ascertained that. I thought it's more effective in water.
Hmm. Probably can due to strength, but very strange.
If it's angry enough, maybe yeah.
Hmm.
Away
But
from the beach.
we'll try to get as best we can because there's also a danger in the jungle as well.
Kind of
Yeah.
How you say little dragon things, copy?
Yeah, nice color for kobolds.
Ah,
Nice, like a bluish, light blue, red
that's not
color,
great.
tropic. Yeah, but yes, they're dangerous.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, in
Hmm.
numbers, there are a lot of them.
They attack all of us.
They.
So
Hmm.
we just need to find a spot between the jungle and between the shorelines that we could feel like, all right, we could watch both ends.
What about this
Hey,
Captain Pirate over there? He said he had a ship.
right, the man that wanted the rum. Yes, you heard him.
Yeah, we need to pick up an item. The kobolds actually stole a piece of the ship, and he knows the location. Yeah.
He also has a place he has been camping out for a bit, so safe place I saw. So perhaps go up there tomorrow.
When will the other basilisk be?
We couldn't tell.
We have time. We set
I
camp
don't know.
here, and
Yeah,
I,
we'll have it tomorrow. We'll just need to go as far inward as possible. And I know Leslie is really tired, so I'm have to try to do everything that I can to
mhm.
help push
I
everything.
think perhaps watches is best. Stay here, watch, wake up, perhaps move first thing that day. Collect everything, hope basilisk does not show up. And Yeah.
Yeah.
On that note, Marcus, perhaps you grow tired of sleeping. You can take this watch with me.
I was about to say that.
I thought so.
I just want to thank you. What you did is huge.
I would say it had nothing to do with it, but I did carry the bait, so yeah.
All this trouble.
I was afraid you would not survive, honestly.
Yeah, well. Would have been a good ending.
I suppose. Still,
I was wondering,
just
if I
after
died, I'd still be trapped in. That's how it is. Not.
I hope not. Hell,
so,
thinking about that, that's think about everyone that I've known. It's a
there
long
are
time.
many gods in this world. Perhaps. I never believed that our body is us. Body is always not that you understand like this kind of talking, Marcus, but I always think body is a container. In the end, soul is what we are.
Don't
Soul
like
is
it.
what.
Alright. Glad you're alright.
I am
As to
too.
you, Marcus. As to you.
Oh, known. Bit worried
Hmm.
about Amar. He's not himself.
Agitated?
Yes. I've never seen him like
He has been aggressive, assertive,
this. Is
but
this
I suppose he
blaze?
talked to you.
Did.
Mhm.
Same? Have you?
What do you mean?
Feel this blaze changes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Well, truth be told, when you turned to stone, I wasn't really, mad or angry or anything. For some reason, I felt a little more hopeful for some reason. I don't know why.
That is weird. I guess.
Oh. Well,
I
for
was
one, I knew
tense.
you'd probably make it through.
Of course.
Your will, my will.
Marty keeps talking about what he sees.
Right. That's Ghost follows him.
Yeah, he still believes it's real.
It's is as real as Ghost can be. Probably somebody from the past. That's what I think.
But I'm believing that. I'd be concerned that he's.
Perhaps Marcus we just live in a crazy world. I have given up that sanity a long time ago. Amari, sometimes. Other times he is open his book.
We said camp tonight.
Suppose
Yeah.
so.
Suppose.
As he is exhausted, kind
Right.
of look back to where like Trixie and Chantel probably like sitting down, aren't they?
They finished camping or making the campfire and cooking up
Yeah. Thought so.
and they've kind of yelled that it's ready and everything.
Oh. Are we included in that?
We yelled for you, but you all were talking, so
Oh, is that right?
Gosh, I'm gonna sound like a dick. Red, how far is this campfire from the shore?
probably about right here, 60 feet.
Yeah. That's enough.
Move it further back.
Maybe.
Maybe. You guys think it's far enough?
I mean,
I
that's
don't want to be that person, but if we have to,
That's fair. I think as long as nobody gets close to the water, we are fine.
I'll keep I'll
Alright.
keep an eye on the water.
No, you don't have to, Marcus. You just woke up.
That's what I watch. Oh no.
Uh,
I need to feel my leg.
all right, let's all come together then. Let's go.
Should go eat.
Have Ginger and I finished moving the statues back?
Yeah.
Or are we?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Lesia is kind of slowly trudge over the fire and just like collapse in the sand, like on her back.
As you pass
Stare up at the
Marcus,
sky for a moment.
as you pass Marcus, he stops you. Lesia, I didn't get to thank you proper.
It's not necessary.
No, it is. You're out of a very dark.
You were petrified in the first place, trying to rescue me. Seemed the least I could do.
So you rescue me, I guess.
Then we are even.
Was just went away there.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Then I think we are even then.
No, in my voice. He said, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. I'll take the first watch.
That's fine. I need it, honestly. I've been
We have the
working
people.
on-
You can rest.
Keep
Yeah.
keep my head close to you.
Alright, and then Leslie just kind of collapses back on the sand. Basically, just like kind of like T-posing on the ground.
The rest.
Marcus walks off
Well,
to God.
I will be right with you, Marcus. I think Amari needs a talk.
Where is Amari?
By the way, if it's okay, Big Red, while all that was going on, Amari, just to kind of explain, I wondered, like, after I started talking to Marcus and he left, I got up and started wandering off into the jungle, like, deeper and deeper in. And Amari is, like, stumbling, he's tripping over, like, branches and stuff like that, grabbing onto trees and stuff, trying to keep himself up, and he's sweating, just perspirating, just, like, sweat dripping down his face and off of his chin, and he's just... And eventually he falls down to his knees at the base of a tree, his hand propped up against it, and eventually slumps forward and presses his shoulder against it. Is this you? Are you doing this to me? And I'm like basically talking to the fucking ghost that I've been seeing or whatever it is. I can feel you, you know. I can feel you every night. Your power, it's growing inside of me. I know it. I can tell every day. You're struggling. What are you? Who are you? Why don't you just talk to me? And he's getting like mad at that point. He rears his fist back and like slams it against the tree, and then winces in pain. He's not that strong. He reaches his other hand up and like streaks it through his sweat-streaked hair, and he kind of just closes his eyes as tight as he can and grits his teeth together. God damn it! Talk to me! I can't take it anymore. Please, I'm begging you. And he's like starting to shake at that point, but he's trying to do whatever he can to get whatever this thing that's been following to talk to him.
How far away are you from the camp?
However far I could have gotten. Like I'm gonna go as deep as I can before you think I could no longer walk, and I just start stumbling to the ground. So maybe like 200 feet, maybe pretty far as away.
Yeah,
I'd like pretty far away.
Yeah, you'd be pretty far away.
Okay.
Start yelling and screaming. And once you like pound and pound again, sweat beating down, you hear something come behind you. You turn around and you look. It is that astral figure that just then draws its blade and uses its hilt and strikes you across the face. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You barely save. It's like you start puking you're starting to have heat exhaustion now. And you look back and the figure is gone.
You a coward, is that what it is? That must be what it is, you're just a coward. That's why you won't speak to me. You just show up. You're too much of a chicken to talk to me, to explain what it is that you want. Maybe I'd be willing to help you. Is that what you want? Is that what you want from me, huh? There's got to be a reason you chose me for some reason. Why was it? And he's like starting to puke again. And he reaches up and like takes his sleeve and wipes it across the corner of his mouth, along with the streak of blood that he sustained. I know you're there. I know you're following me. There's got to be a reason. You're just not telling me. It's driving me crazy.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Fucking shit. I kind of want to fail it.
You're feeling a little better now, though.
Okay.
But the sweat gives like this nice cool breeze that starts surrounding you.
Amari, he's gonna, as he's starting to feel a little bit better, he's gonna prop himself up. And I'm about to do something fucking crazy. But he's gonna prop himself up and he's gonna start looking around for a second until an idea pops in his head. You don't think I'm crazy enough, huh? Well, I'll show you. There's got to be a reason that you need me. So how about this? What if I were to take my own life, huh? What would you do then? Move on to someone else? What would you do? And Amari is going to reach down into his one of his pouches, and he's going to take out the dagger that he had sunk into a tree earlier, and he's going to bring it up. And he's going to like level it next to like the front of his chest. I can't take this anymore. What is it? You're driving me crazy. What was your name again? At least tell me your name. And he's going to press the point against the front of his robe.
Do you stab yourself, basically?
No, I'm just going to push it in a little hard to the point that I can feel pressure.
Push it. Sweat begins the trip. Nothing seems to happen, though. You feel the sounds of the jungle just begin to swell around you all.
I'm gonna push it slightly harder, enough that it kind of cuts into the robe a little bit. Not where it's like pressing severely against my skin, but enough that it's kind of driving a wedge into my the amount of the layer of fat that I have over my bones and muscle.
You begin to press a little harder. Nothing still.
And eventually I'm going to just, obviously he's not going to go through with it, and he kind of falls forward, and the dagger scatters across the jungle floor. And Amari falls forward down onto his hands and knees, and he kind of curls his fingers into the soft jungle grass below and digs into the soil and dirt. It's okay. Maybe you won't talk to me tonight, but I'm growing more unsteady. I cannot take this much longer. He's gonna take the dagger, lift it up, and put it back into his satchel, and then push himself up off the ground, and begin to kind of stumble back towards the camp.
Okay. As you begin doing that, make a perception check as you begin to hear some rustling.
Tight.
Oof.
Damn.
Could be worse.
Not much.
Yeah, Sorry.
Could be one. I guess.
So we cut over to Amari when Marcus turned around and said, "Where's Amari?"
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, after telling
Smash
Yeah,
cut to
because-
Amari losing his goddamn mind.
no one's going after him, by the way.
You, in your exhausted state at this moment, you begin to hear nothing, just the pounding of the forest.
You're a bit muffled, Red.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, there
Better?
we go.
Slowly.
You begin to hear the pounding of like the forest or the jungle.
It still is red.
It somehow
Still
went right
is?
back to the way it sounded like. Yeah, I
I
don't
might
know.
have to get
Okay, hold on.
closer. I don't know.
Oh, hello.
There you go.
Hello.
All
I
right.
think so.
Okay. So you begin to look over towards the like towards where the camp is and start walking, and your footsteps start covering the sounds that you probably would have heard, but you do hear right before you start to hear more footsteps, this kind of low guttural right when you kind of like look over to your right. It just rushes out of the jungle, and then another one. Two black shadows just dart directly at you. One leaps on top of you and starts mauling at you. It's gonna do. Hold on. Oh, six.
What is it?
Oh, you'll see in just a second. Hold on.
He's counting all the dice.
Yeah, dude, don't say that.
That's
78.
It's
I would
gonna
be
make.
fucking- yeah.
It makes 2 attacks as it lunges at you, both striking. Its claws just rake across your back for 6 damage, and then a bite straight to your calf, and then just like straight to your shin and calf. He just starts gnawing at it for 9 points of damage. This panther just starts growling and tries to drag you almost to the ground, and the other one starts to run and is trying to jump on you, but make. I need initiative rolls.
Doobie doobie doo.
Would I be included at some point since I am trying to track Amari?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
We can
Yeah,
say right after 1 round.
All right.
yeah. Can I
Works for me.
follow up on Nahun as well?
Cool.
Yeah.
You want to join?
I assume
Really
I
kicking
am.
ass today in the initiative rules.
Yeah, for real. That's your second nat 1.
Beautiful. Oh, look at it's
Awful.
beautiful. Don't kill it. Sorry.
Wow.
Hi, kitty. Oh!
Should I roll initiative even though I'm collapsed?
Yeah. Whoever wants to roll initiative to see if they want to be able to.
Question is he near the camp? Like, did
Yeah, I
he get
thought it was
close? Or?
But
Far
it's
away.
it's pretty far away. So that's why I say it's going to be like a turn. There's going to be a turn with just them. And then we'll see what Amari does is see if you guys can hear. But then when it comes to your guys' turn, you're going to roll perception checks to see if you can hear what's happening. Because obviously he's not gonna stay silent during a panther maul. No. He's not gonna be like, yeah, this is fine.
Everything is fine.
Wait, so we all rolled initiative.
This is great.
So,
Yeah, sure.
Well, if you're staying on watch, like you said,
yeah, I'm standing on watch. So, and they're far
Go
away,
ahead.
so he won't be able.
Yeah, it kind of sounds
Like I
like.
said, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a check.
yeah, all our positions are kind of scattered.
There's only Nahun and Dominicus that went for him, and Licia.
Well, Alexia's gonna see like her options. I guess yeah. If you want to roll,
Wait, I'm
you
gonna
can
spin.
see
My
our options.
turn probably just collapsed on the beach. I'm just.
Yeah, honestly.
Alright. Yeah. I say just roll, just for everyone. That's what I think. I don't know, Red. You want?
That's fine. Yeah, everybody roll.
All right.
I don't see a reason for Marcus to roll.
Then don't worry. So, Amari, they're gonna both attack you again before your turn.
Oh my god.
So,
They're gonna kill him.
I'm being spells, dude.
tactics being next to each other. So, they have advantage. They all hit. Oh, there's even a net 20 because you're. It's 12 now, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you just like add it all up and then just give it to me like all together?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Hold on. Because it's like
counting.
14, 13, 23, and 17. God damn it. Okay. So. Give me a second. So as one continues to bite and rip and just kind of like eat off your calf almost and like kind of drag its other claw down above, like almost on the under part of your thigh. The other one like jumps on top of the upper half of your body, kind of throwing you down to the ground in a way, and begins to just claw on your chest, and then a bite down towards your collarbone. Altogether, the both of them do 32 points of damage.
Okay, I am unconscious.
Fuck! Fuck!
What was that, -10? Oh,
Yeah, minus
it
10.
wasn't much.
I don't think I even have enough time to yell. I just get
No. Everybody can still hear you yell. You get mauled.
So, like-
It's not a quiet mauling still.
I'm just kind of like as I fall down to the
Actually,
ground.
if the Panther's like,
It's true. It's true.
There's this ruckus going on, and as soon as you collapse, everybody roll perception checks.
Yeah, because they technically roll around in my turn and I'm unconscious, I need to make a death save, right?
Yes.
Perception instead?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
oh, you're third on the line. Oh,
Perception, yes.
I meant Amari's death save throw.
Yeah, because there was one
Right
turn.
after you
There
dropped
was
them.
one turn before you guys. Yeah. Because I'm at the bottom, and they technically win. Because it was like one
All
turn.
right.
Yeah, we're all skipping a turn except them and Amari.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yep.
Okay.
So, perception?
Perception.
Yes.
Sorry.
So, Nahon and Lycia, you both hear a panther just kind of growl and screams, and then just silence.
I get up. Do a quick scan. I don't see Amari. I think Amari's in trouble. And I'm going to start moving, but I was prone, so I can only go 15 feet, and then I can dash.
For 45.
Yeah, like here.
So, out of the 200 feet away, you made it 100 and... You have 100 and 35 to go? Or 30? Or
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. No worries. Or like 175, I thought. Excuse me. Yeah, it's 170.
Or 55.
Oh, 155. Excuse me. Okay. And with that, Lucia starts running. Dominicus, you start running?
It's dark, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. So, yeah, I have to. Yeah, I got nothing. I have to go full dash run. I don't know what else to do. We're like,
No, I mean,
200 in complete dark.
I'm kind of dead.
I can't shoot. Ugh.
I'm kind of dead because their turns are going to come around, and who else are they going to strike except for me?
They won't strike
You know?
you if you're down. How they work.
He failed.
Don't
already.
Panthers usually go for like the throat, that type of shit?
If you're
this is
conscious,
no
they will
problem.
just start to drag you up.
Man.
As the character, I have to dash like full direction.
This is actually no bueno, guys. We came upon a situation where he's
Let's get
probably
it done,
dead.
guys. I'm not done.
Yeah, true. If Nahon might be able to do something.
Yeah, I have to go full dash. Seeing Lesia pass me, if she did, I know something was wrong, and I'll take full.
I said I think Amari's in trouble because I didn't see him.
Yeah, and then I would full dash 60 feet towards whatever direction I pertain that what Lesia was moving because I didn't hear the mauling, so I don't know.
You get a little bit ahead of her, but you're about 130 feet away.
All right.
Or 140 feet, excuse me.
All right. Just
60 feet movement.
Okay.
As you start running and you pass Lesia, Nahon.
All right, check this out. Bonus action dash 80 feet. What am I at?
You're at 80 feet, 120. Well,
50 feet left. Or 40 feet left. Before he's
What
like
am I
out.
Wait, what?
I'm 120 feet away. He's going 80 feet, so he's at like 40 feet left, right? Technically, he can touch me. Or am I retarded? Like I might be stupid.
Because he started closer than I was.
Nahon, how fast are you going?
80 feet.
Yeah, 80 feet.
Okay, you're going 80 feet. You got 120 feet left. Once you keep
120.
going.
I got you.
So he has 40 left?
Wait, hold on.
That he had less because he started out closer to than I was.
I'm actually kind of feeling
I
the
consider everybody at the same. Not
kind
to, like,
of
throw-
yeah, considering the strain and pressure. As he begins to spring forward, Nahon is going to Nahon is going to kind of without even losing stride, just tap his boots together, and I'm going to cast haste on myself.
Oh no.
Which is going to double my speed. So that 80, that's going to become a 160.
All right.
Let's.
And okay, here. Okay, you cast haste and poof, you start running through the forest with this lightning speed. Once you get to like about an area where you see these dark panthers on top of Amari, you have this all of a sudden this urge and this feeling. Something comes about you, this power starts to swell, it churns. I'm gonna message you.
Okay.
You're still 40 feet away, though.
I am still 40 feet away, but I do get an extra action.
That is true. But
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I get a lot of shit out of haste. Yeah, so I as Nahon kind of like bursts through the undergrowth, going full parkour mode through the forest. He's gonna kind of like his feet are gonna land, and he's gonna see there's two panthers. And he's going to like whereas just like a moment ago, as he look. I have the fastest speed. I'm not wasting my time on that. Like, I'm a speedy fuck. Come on. Yeah, he's going to like. Whereas, kind of a moment before when he was, Minicus were tracking Amari, he was keeping like a very kind of even keeled pace. He was breathing very kind of lightly as he had been doing the entire day, just keeping calm. As his feet kind of touch down and he sees those two panthers mauling at Amari, he's going to see Amari in this dire peril, and I think like he started like his fist clenches and he kind of seems to just almost swell up, seeming furious for the moment. And he's going to reach out a palm toward let's go with the leftmost one. And I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
You cast, and this beam of light just poof, this dark energy just kind of goes across, and it's the one that's on top of Amari's like head almost, I'd say, like on his upper body.
Yeah,
and I'll roll it for you at this point. What's your
I can
charisma?
see it.
Oh, there you go. Go ahead. I didn't know if you.
I can do that pretty
Gotcha.
easily. Hold up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
But there's still another one. So that means I'm fucking dead because I have multi-attack.
Well, he might get his attention.
He can hit
Maybe.
2 with Eldritch Blast because it shoots 2 beams at level 5.
It's not adding itself. What the fuck? 1 second. There it is. It's active as a spell card. Attack. It's not working. 1d10.
You can make an attack, yeah.
There we fucking go. What the hell?
There you go.
You blast
Nice.
it. You release the blast, and it goes straight towards its face. And it does 7 damage. And just kind of like almost as its like face just like melts in, it just like rears back and rolls over, and the other panther just like glides off the body and like snarls at you, and you have its attention now.
I was just gonna yell at it. And actually, yeah, I am level 6, so I get 2 bolts. That I'm gonna throw at the other panther. Actually, that's an 8. That misses.
You throw it at the other one, it just like jumps out of its way as you throw it.
And like kind of just panting, growling. I'm just going to step closer to as close as I can get to the two, just completely taunting them, catching their attention. I don't care anymore.
You have
That's
their
my turn?
attention. All right.
You can dash with your haste action to get up there.
Yeah, but it does take an action. Actually,
You have your action, your hasted action, and your bonus action.
so
You used the bonus action to dash already, right?
Yeah, and he can use the hasted action to dash again.
I'm already up there. So yeah, I'm already like approaching.
Yeah.
I'm not getting like face up to them. I'm just approaching very threateningly.
I thought you were getting up in like melee range.
Not yet. I will next turn.
Okay.
Unless
Well,
they come to me. Who knows?
It's time for Big Red to make a very big decision.
They're distracted. Don't worry. He shot Eldritch Blast at him.
as the panthers are like just totally, they're distracted. They're cats. They are more focused now on what was just happening.
Shiny.
One is just kind of like running off to the side. This one that you hurt kind of like rears back and it's gonna go for you.
Mhm.
It's gonna lunge, jump.
Right. No one is expecting that, but go ahead.
Yeah, so will the other one as well. As they now try to maul you.
Mhm.
And 2 of the attacks land.
I also have a plus
as
2 to
they s-
AC, sorry, as you can see here. Mhm.
Okay, what's your AC?
My AC is currently 17.
Okay, yeah, it's still the 2 would still hit.
Okay.
So one comes up and like mauls at your leg, and the other one comes and bites at your arm, and kind of like both tear off some of your flesh for 16 points of damage.
What is the highest scoring attack on any of those? Because I do have my Kenny dodge.
21.
And the 21 did how much?
6.
Uh,
The 17 did 10.
okay, so I'm gonna uncanny dodge the 10, which is gonna put me down to 11? Question mark?
Yep. Yeah. The 10, bringing it down. You're bringing it down to
Half.
the uncanny dodge at 5, so it's 11 damage. Yeah.
11 damage total. Got it.
Or you can half the whole damage in total, if I'm correct.
It's only
No,
one
just
attack.
one attack.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Just one attack.
Just one attack. Okay, yeah, 11 points of damage. And as that happens, Mayette, you just saw your friends just run off into the jungle. Wait, I'm sorry, you didn't need to do anything else right now. I'm sorry. You didn't need to do anything right now.
No, I'm
Okay.
done. That is everything I've got.
Sorry. And
No.
Mayette, yeah, you saw your friends run into the jungle in a haste.
Well, guess I'll dash after them.
Oh,
You start running, and once you leave
Haste is gone.
you start leaving. You can hear, or you didn't hear this, but like then Silver Lennox kind of turns around, looks around. Hey, well, where'd everyone go? What's happened here? Yeah, I'll go back to sleep.
Did
He's
Marcus
just, like,
see
lays
everyone
back
just
down.
run off?
Yeah, Marcus, you turn around and you just see everybody running.
Huh, I'll start running. Not much to God here anyway.
You start running over, and Chantel and Trixie say, "Well, stay in. Look over."
He's gonna ignore them, just run past them.
As you run, Amari, you have succeeded. Woo! And as you succeed, Lesia, you are 150 feet away. Or is it
155.
55, excuse me.
I can get another 60 feet.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all I can do.
All right. You don't see anything yet, but you can hear these like panther growls and like snarls.
Alright.
But now you
And
get
home screaming.
Great.
Darmanicus.
Let me see. Actually, I don't know why I'm looking at my spells. Because the only thing I can do is take myself. Quick question, right? If I take the 30, and then I wanted to see if I can look at them, that takes up the action, right?
Yes.
Okay, then besides that, because I can't do anything bonus, so I'm going to just use my action to dash and take the other 60 feet, which drops me from 140 to 80.
Get closer now. You begin to hear Nahon the panther snarls even clearer. And as you guys keep running through the jungle, just kind of in a rush, Nahon, they get closer. They're close to you now. What do you do?
Well, I can't do anything because my haste failed, and I'm not stunned, but I can't move or take any action, so I'm done.
Oof. Okay.
I can't do anything.
Out of breath.
They're gonna eat you.
All right. As I just sweat beating down my forehead now, and I'm staring them in the eyes.
They have advantage, and
Oh, they don't have advantage. Oh,
yeah,
pack tactics. Never mind. Yeah.
22, a 23, and a 19. So altogether, because a 12 doesn't hit, I know for sure.
12 doesn't hit, I guess.
Yeah. 12 does?
12 does not.
Yeah, I was about to say. You don't happen to see that low. What
Nope.
You're not
Jack.
me.
You're not freaking me. You can't get me.
All right, so let me know the damages one by one so I can...
Okay, so first set of damage, 7 points.
Okay, I'll let myself take that.
And then the next one is 7 points.
I'll
And
let
then the
myself take
next
that.
one is 10 points.
I'll uncanny dodge that.
So 19 points of damage.
Plus 5, yep.
As they just claw and bite into you more. They're just trying to eat you alive almost. They're also, one's trying to go for your neck specifically as well.
Right.
Maya, you start running. You were at the 200. You dashed and ran, so you were
Probably roll
140.
initiative, right?
Yeah, you will right after this.
Oh, sorry.
Because you will start at the same. Yeah, no worries. After you 40 feet, what do you do?
So after I move, I only need my speed's 30, but that's all I need. I only need to move, so I'm gonna move 30 feet. And as I'm sliding in the sand, I'm gonna see Mari down before me. I'm going to point my fingers out, have 3 purple and blue darts just shoot out right into him, and I'm gonna cast Holy Missile right into Amari's chest.
Well, you got to see him first. How? He's like 100 feet away from you if you move, or 110 feet away from you if you move.
Yep, and I have 120 range spell.
Okay. You need a perception check because he's like in the jungle and everything, you know. But that'll take your action though. To look.
Well, maybe.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, you look around and you see him just underneath some plants, just in the jungle, and then you see Nahon in front of him, just battling out the 2 panthers. These 2 large panthers. And as that happens, sadly you took your action. It's not it. If I don't know if it's a bonus action to use anything.
Action. Holy Missile.
She can still move, right? She did move it.
She already did.
She did.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Really do anything till. Oh shit! Why not? We'll pull this out. We'll just cast spiritual weapon, have Merla come out just to be ready in case the Panthers are more
Okay.
slacked later.
All right.
Wow.
I'll find Merla again. But she's out.
Never there. That's all I can do for.
All right.
But we can save
All right.
Amari next turn. That's
Amari. Death saving throw. All
Come on,
right.
dude, you can do it.
Oh wow,
No!
man, that was so close. If it was a natural one, I would have been dead.
Me too. Would have been
Okay.
so mad.
Somebody would have visited the Raven Queen. All right. And we're going to get Marcus in here. Hold on. Lesia.
Let's see here. I've already done, was it 45 and 60, 105 feet. So I'll go in another 60, so 165 now. So I'm 35 feet away.
When you're, say, about like less than 60 feet, you can see him within the brush, and then you can see the Panthers as well as you run up.
You see
Alright.
Nahun getting
Uh,
shredded.
Yeah, you see Nahon just being eaten almost alive.
How close am I to Nahone?
Like 25 feet almost.
Okay, excellent.
And that was your dash in action, right? That was it.
Yes, that was
Can you get
my
there?
action.
All right. Darminicus.
So you said for Lesia that if I reach under 60, I can
like
technically
60.
see them.
Yeah, you can see them.
Okay,
Well,
so
humans especially, because this is all dark for you. It's really dark.
so does this mean do I have to be closer or?
You're about what?
Because right
80?
now I'm at 80.
Yeah, you'd move in like 30 feet more,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd be able to see what was happening. Probably like you'd be 50 feet away, or you'd be you would be able to see the Panthers. I'd say you'd be able to see them.
Okay, yeah. All right, that's fine enough then. So I take the 30, which gets me to the 50 range of assuming of Amari, but the Panthers would be a bit closer.
Yeah.
With that now, I am seeing two Panthers mauling on Nahun.
And since it's dark and everything right now, and you don't have light, it's going to be a disadvantage. You have the possibility of hitting a home.
Great.
Great.
Ooh.
And you just
Ooh.
are all on top of him and like rolling around on him, and then you just like it's just like a super dark space.
I don't know if you can tell me, but like, what conditions is it that I would hit Nahun? Will a miss hit Nahun?
Like a nat one. A nat one would hit him for sure.
Okay.
I'd say anything lower than maybe a 7, 2, but that'd be it.
Are they both on him, or is there like one specifically on? I got, because okay, I'm going to take the shot on both of them with my bow. I'm sorry, Red.
I said, all right, no worries.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna strike one of them first, because then I'm gonna use my extra action on the other one.
Okay.
So, they're both the same health. Oh, well, I wouldn't know.
Well, one's wounded, but you can't see right now.
So in that case, this will be the one I'll shoot first. So on your end.
Okay, that's fine.
Just on your end, like you have the numbers.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Because you don't know which one was which.
So, I'm gonna shoot with my longbow. make sure everything's right here. Okay.
It's a disadvantage.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'll roll again.
Oh, no worries.
Which I don't know if it could be anything. Yeah, that's
And
13.
you shoot, and you still hit the one as it like runs up and it's about to leap on Nahon's neck. The arrow just goes straight through its face.
Nice.
And then the second attack will be the other one. I have it now on disadvantage. So
Yeah, he killed it.
All right. That's all of its health as it like rears off a Nahon and just draws back and you see its eyes just go.
shoot,
You just draw your bow and poof, it just hit its heart and just like.
Now I do forgot too, because this is actually the first instance that I'm fighting beasts. But I did get a +4 on damage, which it didn't matter here, but
They are obliterated.
yeah. So this is the first instance we're fighting beasts. So I totally forgot. But that doesn't matter. All right. And then with that, I fall to my knees. Falling. I was like, ugh.
Combat is over, and everybody kind of makes their way slowly.
Hone is like kind of just staring down at the bodies, kind of fully shaking, seething in rage. Just blood pouring down his arms and legs, and he doesn't seem to care. He seems absolutely furious as well.
Do I need to make one more death save?
Yeah, can I go ahead and run up and give him a potion or no?
I think Mayette has
Mayette.
the soonest chance to. She was going to do it this round anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mayette would be the fastest. As soon as that happens, Mayette, you cast your magic missiles, your healing missiles, your holy missiles.
So I don't need to roll one?
Nah.
So no, you don't, because it just happens right away, pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah, based on the turn order, even if we did follow the turn order,
Yeah.
Maya would go.
That's why it was perfect that she rolled a high on perception.
yeah. Yeah. I was like, as long as I can see him, he's fine. He's not gonna
Yeah,
die.
exactly.
Yeah.
If not, then
I'll just sit back here. Pew 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 pew. Stay alive.
That is my "you ran away from me, I have to come save you" spell.
So are we there? Did we reach them now? Or?
Yeah. Everybody slowly reached him as Marcus, when you get there, you can see Amari just like slowly getting up and Nahon helping him. Both of them just bloody.
Hone is not helping him, actually. He's just staring down at him.
Oh,
Let's get him.
Marcus steps next to Nahun and extends a hand. Come on, buddy, get up. And he
Who's
pushes.
helping me?
I think
Marcus, I
Lesia.
think.
Marcus is?
No, I think Lesia went up to you, right?
Which one?
You both are.
Marcus saw Lesia near Amari, so he went to Hun.
I don't think anyone was near
He
me.
pushes one of the panthers off with his foot, and then extends an arm to Nahun.
Nahon has his like teeth bared and grit.
Come on, it's over.
And as you see his eyes, they're not the usual like sun orange that they are. They're black. They're darker than black. They're like pits in his head that seem to bore all the way to the back. It's almost like staring into the void itself.
But in this case, Sir Marcus will hesitate a little bit. He's just staring at you. Hun,
Is something wrong?
yeah. He takes a step back, like clinching to his weapon. Are you all right?
Kind of like he tries to get up himself and looks over to Amari. Is he up? Is he alive?
No, he actually looks at Leslie's hand like with refusal in his eyes. and then he just rolls away from her and begins trying to push himself up off with his forearms.
At 6 health.
Yeah.
Come on,
Sorry.
I'll help you up. But Marcus is very cautious, like he's keeping a real close eye on him.
Yeah.
Any sudden movement, he will still sheath his sword, but he's ready
Yeah.
for it, and he's extending arms slowly towards you, like touching a wild animal or something, you know. Like,
Tentative, and yeah, Nahon's like his eyes kind of seem to bore into you, and he sees your your hesitation. Doesn't seem to care though, and reaches up a hand for you to take.
he grabs it and pulls you up.
Gonna kind of look over at Amari. Does he try to get up himself?
Yes, and I will do that as slowly as I can.
Alright, saying that he wants to do it himself, Lesia will withdraw her hand. She's keeping her sword activated right now, though, and is kind of warily eyeing the edge of the forest while he does this.
You can make a perception check if you wish.
I do hearing as well.
Sure.
Alright. 22 and a 19 on sight.
You begin to focus as everybody begins to kind of like regain and move around. You stare out and you see that small, shadowy figure with the staff about 200 feet away in the forest. You see its silhouette just like eyeing over to you, and you see little red eyes just looking at you.
I stare at it. Can I make any details out more than last time, or not really because it's dark?
For 19, I'd say now you can tell with the physical features, and you've seen them before, it's a goblin.
The goblin I've seen before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've seen goblins before.
Oh, I thought you meant like a specific goblin I've seen before. And I was like, what?
Yes, his name is Terry. Terry the goblin. He's been
Terry?
messing with for years.
Okay. Does he keep staring or does he go? Because I'm going to start moving my hand toward my crossbow.
As you start moving your hand towards the crossbow, you see just like movement as like the silhouette just like dissipates into the darkness.
Okay. She huffs in displeasure.
Amari is going to start like kind of limping forward, moving about 6 or 7 feet or so, like towards the rest of the like towards Nahon and Marcus, and his like one of the foot that was like latched onto the calf, like a sudden like burning surge of pain kind of shoots up through it, and he immediately falls down onto his knee. His hand slams into the sand. He grips down into it.
Oh, the gods.
I was gonna take a step forward.
Yeah, so does Marcus.
Amari, what did you do?
And he just looks up at you, doesn't reply, and he begins pushing himself up again. Tries to take another step, but immediately, like ultimately, just kind of stumbles down. But this time, he lands like on his hands and knees.
So Marcus,
Do I need to watch yourself, or you accept our help this time?
I don't need your help.
Yes, you do. Look at you. So Marcus looks.
He starts like crawling, and he's like dragging his back leg behind him.
I come in and grab Amari, and then I grab him and like, Amari, what the fuck is going on?
Amari is gonna like reach his hand up and press it against your stomach, try to shove you away.
Amari, you're almost half fucking dead.
Get off of me!
Fuck you.
I don't need you.
What the fuck are you talking about? You don't need fucking Lesia. She's the one who fucking healed you. You're standing right now because of her.
Actually,
I need a goddamn good reason.
He reaches up like with his other hand and grabs your collar to like pull you down so he can look you in the eye. I wanted to die. Now let me go!
And I will not let you.
So Marcus is gonna knock out Amari. Gonna punch him.
Don't.
Right.
No.
And non-lethal hit.
Oh,
Oh yeah, non-lethal.
knock him unconscious?
What's
Yeah,
your
just knock him unconscious.
what's your
Obviously,
strength? Is your strength 5?
Fine.
his
Yeah,
strength is 4, so he's going to do 5 damage with that,
Yeah, so I'll have 1 left. 1 hit point left.
even if he hits.
Yeah, which you probably will.
It's going to take a
Roll
take a
it.
pair of hits to knock him out,
Roll a
basically.
strength.
He rolls a natural 20.
You know, it's the scene where they're just fighting, and then this guy just comes out of nowhere, and then it's over.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, this kind of moment.
No.
Well, no, you missed.
It's not.
You sadly missed as like you throw it. Amari just like sadly like he ducks just right at the moment, and you see Marcus just like swing at you.
I'm going for the grapple.
Oh God!
He's losing it.
We need to get the fuck out of here.
Yes. Come on, move.
As you grab him, you see this like ghostly apparition just like push you off of him for a second.
Did we all see that?
Yeah, you saw it too, Marcus.
Amari, what the
Marcus-
fuck are you doing?
Marcus steps back and draws his sword. What?
I
What's
said, let
that?
me go.
You draw
I
a
d-
sword, and like Amari just, you feel this anger just start coming about you. You just saw your friend attack you. Make a
I-
wisdom saving.
I don't need any of you. I never did. You are all just a means to an end. Especially you. And he's turning to look at like.
Mari, you're using your mind against you. Use your eyes. See the truth that's in front of you.
He cannot.
Alright.
He's lost his mind.
Amari's eyes all of a sudden just to go pale, and then they start burning blue and green, and they just like there's this like trail that starts to follow when he starts like moving his head back and forth.
Nahon's going to reach out a hand to put it between Marcus and Mari. In
Don't
much the
touch
same
him.
way that he did.
Do not touch him.
This time, though, his eyes are up, but like this boring black. And he stares down Amari now. About time you show up.
Amari, you have no control at the moment.
Can I make a pretty good guess that Amari's possessed right now with the ghost popping out of him?
Maybe. Roll a. I'm trying to figure out what kind of check this would be.
Religion?
Yeah,
should
make
get
a religious. Make a religious check.
Religion check.
Or a
since it's
history
about-
check. I'd say that'd be maybe.
Since it's about either way, it's the same modifier because I don't have proficiency in either. But because it's undead, I would have advantage, correct? Because 100 thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Would
yeah.
I technically be good to have access to this other sheet?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Quick question. Who is the nearest person to me?
That was pretty close, but I think Darminicus is holding you. So
No, I got pushed away by the ghost.
Yeah, Nahun
So I
stepped
stepped
between
back a
me
bit.
and Amari.
Okay. I gotcha.
And Nahon is staring you down. Almost aggressively, like it's almost a look like he doesn't like recognize you. But he's staring you down saying, "It's about time you show up."
All right.
This like strange voice that kind of like echoes throughout the whole island. It seems like all around you all just starts laughing, and it's coming from Amari, but it's not Amari's voice. Amari is mine.
What's going on?
And go ahead, do whatever you were
Uh,
planning to do.
guys, this isn't me, by the way. I'm just I'm in a mindset. I'm in a different mindset now.
No.
Oh, you.
I
I'll go
figured
ahead and
Leslie
do-
and Nahoon would know, but I'm just there baffled now after hearing
Yeah.
all the fucking noises around me. Like, what the fuck? So
You see Marcus just shield up, swords out, ready to fight.
So,
Yeah,
DM, what did my 18 get me?
You're 18. Yes, you recognize that this is some strange, very, very high level position.
I love it. Okay. I think it's pretty obvious, but he's possessed.
What do you mean he's possessed? By what?
Nahon is just going to. Nahon is
They're
just
very
going to like
strong.
give Amari a sneer and say, "No, he is not. Just like Stone does not have me. He will let him go eventually."
It's too late. This place, this world and body will be mine. I guess it's just goodbye.
Marcus looks at Lysia. If we hear him,
And-
do we kill Amari?
This is when he is going to hold on, give me a second.
Grimblow's withering coils.
Yeah.
Bastard, why did you get possessed like that?
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it real quick.
Gotta
It's
read
just
it.
a ranged spell attack up against 3 separate targets within range.
I am going to use my
Yes, go
blood
ahead.
curse of the eyeless.
Go ahead and roll it.
So it's a 1 minus 1. I'm going to amplify it, so he has to do it for all attack rolls. I take 1d6 damage, 2 damage, and he has to reduce all of his attack rolls by 1d6.
Okay. Well, it's not an attack roll. You have to make a wisdom saving throw.
It says a ranged spell attack, and if it hits,
Oh, it is.
then
Yeah,
the wisdom
Free
save.
squirrel. So it's
And then you have to make a thing. Oh, I'm a goof. Okay. Yeah. Roll the ranged.
oh,
spell
I missed
attack.
it. Okay, and then you said a 1d4 from each.
It's minus 1d6 from each.
This is
All right.
confusing right now.
So 2 on the first one is a 19, and that'll be on Marcus. 1 is on the 24, and that's against Nahon. And the 6 is on the 18, so that's a 12 against Darminicus.
You certainly did not hit
So,
me.
yeah, mine's miss.
I think the one with Nahon hits, though.
Yeah.
So that would be a 23. And Marcus, you said yours was a miss?
How much was
It's
it?
19? 19.
Yeah, it missed.
So range.
There's plenty of blood for me to work with here, because Amari's a little fucked up.
Yeah.
It's 19 damage against Nahon.
God,
Actually, well,
What,
yeah.
is that like a blast?
Goddamn.
It's so like this like sickly green or it's like sickly like kind of shimmering blue necrotic energy just juts out from the center of my chest, and Amari like his head tilts back and he releases like it's Amari's voice, but he releases this like heavy howl of a scream like he's in agony. And as he does this, like this blue kind of smoke and energy starts like sending like shooting up out of his mouth as these large sort of like shackles just shoot out of his chest. One of them going for you, Marcus, but you managed to block it with your shield. The other one going for Darminicus, who dodges out of the way. But the other one latches on around Nahon's leg, and as the chains wrap around his leg, yanks him down to the ground, dealing 19 damage to you.
Nahon is kind of gonna hit the ground, and his eyes close, and he still seems to glare directly into your eyes with kind of this hateful grin. Says, "You think this is the first time?"
You also have to
You
make a
must
wisdom
have,
save.
I
What the
promise.
fuck is happening?
Wisdom save. I have to make 2 things?
Just
Okay.
just to see if you're frightened.
As this all
You say.
happens,
Good.
that's not gonna
Goodness.
die.
I need initiative rolls for everybody, please.
I was about to say.
No, not initiative rolls. Actually, no, hold on. But you all then draw weapons. Nahon hits the ground after being pulled. Amari kind of draws back. Part of him is becoming
this like echo in a part of him is still there. But as he's like, there's this other being shifting in and out of him, within him, you can see Amari is slowly transforming. Or he's trying to. And as this is happening, a sword is drawn from Amari. And this is where we will end the session this week. And we will return with initiative rolls as everybody duels whatever this is, whatever's inside of